The third body is mental layer, inner chattering. Inner chattering which is constantly happening in you. The engram we store in this layer is guilt. Please understand, if you feel I should live like this about the future, it is desire. If you feel I should have lived like that about the past, it is guilt. Your consciousness going to the future is desire. Getting into the past and missing the whole thing is guilt. Let me define the guilt. Scanning, judging your past life incidents with updated intelligence is guilt. Please understand. Judging your past life incidents with updated intelligence is guilt. For example, at the age of 7, you are playing with your toys. Your mother comes and says, come and eat, drop the toys. You say, no, I don't want to eat. If your mother snatches your toys, the kids will shout, no, you go and die, give me my toys. Get lost, give me my toys. At that moment, for that intelligence, the toys were looking much more important than the mother. Now, you know, mother is more useful than the toys. If you start creating guilt, oh, at that time I abused my mother without knowing that she is more important than the toys. No, that's not intelligence. But that is what we do. At the age of 7, you had only that much intelligence. The toys were looking much more important than the mother. Please understand, when you grow, your intelligence gets updated. Use your intelligence to celebrate your life, not to punish yourself through the guilt. Now you have the intelligence, mother is more important than the toy. Use this intelligence to celebrate your life, celebrate your understanding, not to judge your decisions. Please understand, every moment what you think as right and do can become guilt if you revisit the same decision after a few days. Because in few days you would have grown. If you revisit the same incident after a few days and you don't feel guilty, something is wrong with you because your intelligence is not updated. Understand? All you need is neither revisiting nor having guilt. Go on updating intelligence and just go ahead with it. Don't revisit. Don't rejudge any incident. If you revisit with the updated intelligence, you will create guilt. You will create guilt. One more thing. There is no such thing as a right or wrong. There is no scale. There is no scale. Understand? Life is constant expansion. Today what was wrong for you will be right for you tomorrow. Today what was right for you may be wrong for tomorrow. So it is a constant expansion. It's a constant experiment. All I wanted to tell you is, at this moment, whatever intelligence you have, be honest with that intelligence. That's all. There is no such thing. There is no scale. Who is here to tell me this? Come on, tell the scale. Come on, where is the scale? There is no scale. There is no scale to say right, wrong, to create any guilt in you. So this moment, be honest to your core, to yourself as much as you can. That's all. Nothing else can be done. Somebody came and asked me the other day, I have a deep guilt in me, Swamiji. So much of guilt is put on me. I don't know how to get out of it. I said, come on, tell me, who can say what is wrong and right? The person who says something is right, something is wrong and puts guilt in you, can he come with you after you die? You can't. He can't. After your death, you are going to go alone. Ask him, are you going to come with me? Then judge me. You are not. He can't even take one simple headache which you have. He can give a headache, but he can't take it. See, in your life, all the fellows who go on judging you, putting that guilt layer in you, constantly creating the self-abusal technology. That's what I call. The guilt is nothing but self-abusal technology. Who inserts this system into you, he can't help you, he can't support you. People ask me, no, without guilt, how are we going to grow? Please understand, with guilt, you can never grow. With guilt, you can never raise your moral standard. You can never raise your consciousness. I tell you, with guilt, even if you raise your moral standard, it is not worth it. It will only lead to more depression. See, when a horse is running, you can stop the horse in two ways. One, holding the rope. Other one, throwing a big stone on the horse. Holding the rope means understanding, through which you stop. Throwing a stone on it, in that way also you can stop, but the horse will never run again. So if you stop your mind by putting the guilt, if you bring morality by putting the guilt on it, you will have, but the horse will no more useful for you. So, one more thing, guilt is like a wedge inserted into your system. If you have seen in the villages, when they cut wood, they will insert a wedge. Same way, in your consciousness, the wedge inserted into your consciousness is guilt. I'll tell you one small incident. It's really happened. One person in this session, when I was sharing about guilt, in that meditation process, she started weeping profusely. After the session, I had few minutes with her. Healed her, guided her. The root chakra. She had a tumor for 11 years. She says she underwent 3 surgeries, but within 1 month, the tumor will come back. So she was suffering for years with the tumor. Anyhow, she went through this process and went away. After 3 months, she came back and said, Swamiji, I don't know what happened to me. The tumor has disappeared automatically. And now, this has happened 2.5 years before. Till now, she has not got the tumor back. It has disappeared once for all. See, in the guilt session, when she was talking to me, she had a very deep guilt. In the young age, she had somebody has abused her, something has done, wrong has been done to her. That guilt has gone so deep into her system, she started hating that part of the body. Literally, through energy, she disconnected herself from that part. Just almost like an energy clot, like a blood clot, energy clot. That energy clot was responsible for her disease again and again happening. Once she came out of that energy clot, completely the disease disappeared and never returned. Understand? I am giving you one example. We carry thousands of energy clots. I can say all problems related to wheezing, the prana movement, whether it is a particular part, pains, or the skin disease, all these diseases, these are all because of prana movements only. Prana movements, especially psoriasis, all these things, directly related to guilt. Please understand, when I say this, I am responsible. If you have any problem related to wheezing, or skin disorders, or this particular parts paining, it's directly related to guilt. Go into this session completely. You will see that completely disappears. When I say this word, I am responsible. Because I worked with this one technique, with this one process. Millions of people come out of their problems. See, I can say at least 200 people have walked out of their cancers with this one session. In my experience of last 8 years, at least 200 cancers. Because if you Google and see, the top 10 reasons for cancers, one is guilt. The top 10 reasons, one is guilt. Guilt creates, I can say, at least 20% of the cancers. For 20% of the cancers, guilt is responsible, directly responsible. Just if you can walk out of the guilt, I can say 20% cancers can melt down, can just disappear. Not only cancer, even the suffering in the lifetime, there are so many sufferings. See, in the initial level, below the age of 7, the family puts a lot of guilt into you because there are many rules. They don't have patience or intelligence to explain to you. For example, why you should not eat with left hand. Ask your parents, they don't have a reason. They just beat you. Hey, don't touch. Don't do. But for a child, he doesn't know right, left or anything. Still I have a problem of right, left. Sometimes people feel a little offended when I give energy darshan or initiation through left hand. But the problem is, what is there? It's your skin. How much you are alive in this corner, you are alive same way in this corner. But unfortunately, there are so many things which is put on you. You see, I am not saying start using left hand, but there is no law. If you, when you tell your kids don't use, you should have little patience or intelligence to spend time with them and make them understand. See, in those days we did not have better soaps, so this hand was used for washing. Just a 5 minutes job, for that you need to leave one full hand for 24 hours. Really unproductive. Now you have soaps, detergents, use everything. Why are you leaving one hand without using just for 5 minutes job? Too costly. Now just think of productivity. It's too costly. There are so many rules we dump on kids without giving them logical reason, without understanding to relate with their level of logic. That is the first layer, guilt. Understand? The first layer, guilt, cripples child's logic. So many ways. You see, the kids have the habit of whirling. Around the world, all tradition, the kids have the habit of whirling because whirling balances their energy. Sufis use the technique. The one part of Islam, there is a tradition called Sufi tradition. They are great mystics, Sufis. They use this technique of whirling. Whirling balances your energy. When kids whirl, you shout at them, hey, keep quiet, don't do. The problem is, the deep down you have jealousy. We are suffering, depressed, and these guys are so happy, jumping around. Really, it's a deep down jealous. You can't tolerate somebody happy in front of you. That's the problem. And you give your own reasons. No, kids may fall. If you have the concern, just put 2-3 mattress and let them whirl around it, whirl on the mattress. Actually, kids, if they fall on their own, they will never hurt themselves. Only if you stand there, they will start crying. Observe. If they fall, first thing they do, they will just look around. If there is nobody, they will just get up and walk coolly. They will simply walk. Only if somebody is around and showing that sympathetic face, oh, what happened, then they will start. Otherwise, if they fall on their own, they will not be hurt, they will not shout, they will not do anything. They will simply do things on their own. Understand? The first layer guilt put on the kids is rules forced on them without explaining to their logic. That's the first layer guilt, which is forced below the age of 7.